There's a certain thrill in the air when a new watch arrives. It's a moment filled with anticipation and excitement, a moment that watch enthusiasts and collectors cherish deeply. The arrival of a new timepiece is not just about adding another watch to your collection. It's about the experience, the story, and the craftsmanship that each watch brings with it. Today, that excitement centers around the Belhamel Contra A39, a timepiece that promises a unique blend of style, performance, and value. This watch is not just a tool for telling time, it's a statement piece, a reflection of your personality and taste. The Contra A39 stands out with its design and impeccable craftsmanship, making it a worthy addition to any collection. Join me as we delve into the world of this new micro-brand watch and explore what makes it tick. We'll take a closer look at its design, its features, and the craftsmanship that goes into making such a remarkable timepiece. This new watch, the Belhamel Contra A39, is one of the cleanest layouts on a micro brand that I've come across in a while, specifically in this charcoal blue dial version. Stick around to the end of this unboxing and review to see why this is a watch worthy of considering if you want something on the wrist that stands out from the rest. If you're like me, scrolling through Instagram and getting notifications of new watches that have hit the market, you can understand how overwhelming it can be, seeing all the various designs and variations. For me, I have worn so many watches that I've come to know what style of watch it is that I desire and which ones I tend to wear the most. I lean towards more modern but timeless design elements. I prefer a clean look with an emphasis on finishing throughout the watch and the dial, while still ticking off all the boxes when it comes to materials used, the movement, and the specs. The Contra A39 does this, and it does it extremely well. So when the brand owner reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in reviewing the watch, I gladly accepted. Now I do get to keep this watch, but as always is the case, I will offer only my full honest opinions and thoughts in my reviews and on my channel. Now before we delve into the specifics, let's first savor the unboxing experience, a ritual that sets the stage for the journey ahead. The unboxing is more than just a process. It's a moment of connection between you and the watch. It's a chance to appreciate the thought and effort that went into creating this timepiece and to build a sense of anticipation for the adventures that lie ahead with your new watch. The Belhamel Contra A39 arrives in a sleek and sturdy presentation box, exuding an air of unstated elegance. Lifting the lid reveals the watch nestled securely within, its polished surfaces gleaming under the ambient light. With the watch is a carefully curated selection of accessories, each serving a practical purpose. The first surprise we come across is the fact that Belhamel has included an additional fully milled clasp that has a built-in and integrated diver extension. This particular fold-over clasp does have a bit of an added thickness to it on the wrist, but more on that later. There is a spring bar removal tool added as well, a personalized thank you card, warranty information, and owner's manual. The Contra A39 isn't just a watch, it's a statement. Produced in a limited run of just 500 pieces, this timepiece carries an air of exclusivity that sets it apart from the crowd. Owning a limited edition watch is about more than just telling time, it's about possessing a piece of horological history, a tangible reminder of the craftsmanship and passion that went into its creation. And for collectors and enthusiasts, the limited edition status of the Belhamel Contra A39 adds another layer of desirability. Each watch is individually numbered, further enhancing its unique appeal and making it a prized addition to any collection. The dimensions of the watch are in what I would consider the Goldilocks range, with a case diameter of 39 millimeters, lug-to-lug height of 47 millimeters, lug width of 20 millimeters, allowing for plenty of strap swap options, and a case thickness with the double-dome sapphire glass crystal coming in at 12 millimeters. The watch and bracelet are made from 316L stainless steel with an additional hardness coating applied for added scratch resistance and durability. The width of the dial portion is 30.5 millimeters, so this will wear nicely even on smaller wrist sizes, and the case shape conforms nicely to the wrist while allowing the female end links to give a comfortable drop from the edge of the case as the bracelet wraps around the wrist. The steel bezel and case combination give it a tool watch aesthetic, but as we get a closer look, you'll see the variations between satin finish and high polish. The dual finish not only enhances the aesthetic appeal, but also serves as a functional purpose. The brushed surfaces reduce the visibility of minor scratches, while the polished areas catch the light beautifully, making the watch a true statement piece. Chamfered edges of high polish run along the sides of the case to the tips of the lugs, with glints of polish peeking under the bezel, where it protrudes ever so slightly beyond the case. These slivers of polish also can be found on the fronts of the end links, as well as both along the sides and in between each of the links in this 3-link style bracelet. There is branding done nicely in the screw-down crown, as well as into the double safety pusher folding clasp, which is fully milled and has 4 micro adjustment slots, ensuring the perfect fit for your wrist. The bracelet does also feature quick release spring bars that have been integrated into the end links for a toolless removal and installation process of the bracelet at any time. This is, in my opinion, a feature that should be standard on all watches, but for now seem to be offered in only watches that have put an honest effort into the design and function with the owner in mind. Lastly, the taper of the bracelet from 20mm down to 16mm gives a vintage flair and a more streamlined look, and the links are held in place with push pins. The bezel is a 120 click unidirectional bezel with 0 backplay and has a lume pip at 12 o'clock, set into an orange triangle shape with 15-minute markers etched into the bezel in black enamel and the remaining etched baton and Arabic numerals in increments of 5s. The coin edge of the bezel features thin engravings that form only the upper half of the bezel, and that again give excellent tactile feeling and functionality when needed, but allow them to almost fade away when looking at the watch straight on. Protecting the dial is a scratch-resistant sapphire crystal, ensuring that the watch's good looks remain untarnished for years to come. Sapphire crystal is one of the hardest materials available, second only to diamond, in providing unparalleled protection against scratches and impacts. This means you can wear your Contra A39 with confidence, knowing that it will continue to look as stunning as the day you bought it. The Belhamel Contra A39 is also water resistant up to 300 meters, making it suitable for everyday wear and a variety of activities. Whether you're caught in a sudden downpour, washing your hands, or even taking a swim, this watch is built to handle it all. Now moving to the dial, we have what may be one of the most rich looking blues I've seen in a long time. It's a charcoal blue with deep navy hues and features a matte texture that has an almost pearlescent effect in it. There is branding in just the right size font at 12 o'clock printed in white, with model name printed at 6 o'clock in a light baby blue contrasting color and 300 meters of water resistance indicated under that in white. If you know a bit about design basics, you will know that blue and orange are complementing colors. The pops of orange on the seconds hand tie in nicely with the 5-minute stick indices in orange at each hour along the chapter ring. The Contra A39 is a masterclass in balanced design, seamlessly blending classic watchmaking elements with contemporary aesthetics. The designers have meticulously crafted a watch that pays homage to traditional horology while embracing modern design principles, and this fusion creates a timeless piece that appeals to both vintage watch enthusiasts and contemporary style aficionados. Now, the finishing on the handset and the hour markers really impressed me, so much that I asked the owner of the brand if these were perhaps rhodium plated since the pop of polish shines so well. And he assured me that these are in fact just diamond cut steel hands. The hands and the hour markers share a design element with their shape, which is an elongated wedge shape with a distinct isosceles triangle at 12 o'clock. These are all filled with Swiss BGW9 Super Luminova, and I can tell there are many layers of lume as the blue hue glows bright and lasts for many hours before fading away. Now I do wish this same lume was applied on the lume pip on the bezel, as that seems to fade much sooner than the hands and the hour markers. The watch is powered by the automatic high-beat Miyota 9039 and no date time only movement that beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and this particular movement has an accuracy of around +4 seconds per day with a 0.1 beat error and a healthy 250-ish range amplitude. The watch does hand wind and hack, and the only con I can point out with this movement is that at certain wrist movements you can sometimes feel the rotation of the rotor on the wrist, and it can sometimes be a bit loud, but nothing as loud as some of the audible sounds that the lower beat Miyota movements make. Here's how the watch wears on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. You can see that the wrist presence is perfect. It's not too large, it's not too small, and with the simplistic symmetrical dial layout, it gives a functional tool watch vibe, but all the pops and glints of high polish set it apart from all the lower end dive watches and tool watches we usually see. The watch offers great value with features like the toolless spring bar integration and additional quick adjust diver style clasp, but I do wish there were screw down pins used on the bracelet, as the push pins tend to be a feature found on entry-level watches. Now that said, I have had issues with screw pins actually becoming loose over time, so perhaps, while less premium in cost, the performance of the push pins are superior. And this watch could easily be a one-watch GATA or a go-anywhere, do-anything piece for the enthusiast out there. For the price of 499 Great British Pounds, which equates to about 650 USD, you are getting something unique. It's high quality and limited in production, meaning it will stand out amongst so many of the same watches we see over and over out in the wild. It is serviceable with the use of the Miyota movement, and while offering premium accuracy and 300 meters of water resistance. I place this piece in a tier that is between well-known budget brands and well-known luxury brands. I would choose this watch over, say, a Hamilton or a Seiko, for example, and it offers tremendous value that you'll have to pay 2 or 3 times in cost to get into its equivalent of a luxury entry-level watch like a Tudor or Longines. Links are provided to the website below in the comments and description. I don't get any commission from those links, but I thank you for checking out my content, and I hope this review has been helpful. I encourage you to check out the Contra A39 watch for yourself and consider adding one to your collection before they're all sold out. Take care.